I welcome you all to this national level orientation for resource persons of Mission Antyodaya survey and People's Plan campaign. The Secretary of Rural Development, Shri Amarjeet Sinha ji, he would like to meet us over video conference.
Reddy, Prashant, Sanjay, Vishwajit, Alok, all colleagues, friends from NIRD and all the state representatives. At the outset, I would like to express my gratitude to the NIRD and the team managing the Sabki Yojana Sabka Vikas campaign for the outstanding preparatory work they have done. I am told about 20 states are represented here. We will do a separate consultation for the northeastern states. I welcome all of you, and I am told a large number of the representatives from state governments are those who have already served as trainers in the last campaign. I especially welcome Bala Prasad ji, the retired Special Secretary of Panchayati Raj, who was instrumental and very proactive in taking forward this movement. We gained a lot from the experience that he shared in the workshops that he organized. We want to further improve on what we did last year. I am grateful to Rahul Bhatnagar, the present Secretary Panchayati Raj. The two ministries are working together to make the dreams of every household in rural area come true. The effort is largely to understand what communities want and to see what we can provide. If we are able to address the priorities of the communities as it emerges through the Gram Sabha, if all the 29 departments which are in the 11th schedule and where panchayats have a role, if we are able to disaggregate our budgets and tell panchayats that, look, this is what you are getting under this scheme, these are the programs, these are the resources, it helps the panchayat to promote convergence more effectively. It helps communities to decide on their priorities more effectively. And if we are able to build the learning from this planning exercise and this ranking of Gram Panchayat exercise, clearly we would have moved forward very appreciably. Friends, in many states, representatives from Haryana will be there, representatives from Telangana will be there, representatives from Karnataka will be there, representatives from West Bengal will be there. I am giving examples of these four and also Jharkhand, because what we find is, as we do the ranking of Gram Panchayats, I am now noticing, and even in Rajasthan, there is a greater thrust to take up an integrated development program for a Gram Panchayat or a village. When the gaps are known through the ranking of Gram Panchayats, when we know what is the physical infrastructure that needs attention, when we know what is the human development gap, and we know what are the levels of economic activity and how can we leverage more credit from banks for poor households, I am sure the village starts transforming more effectively. The whole village or a whole Gram Panchayat approach has been adopted in the Sansad Adarsh Gram Yojana as well, where an effort has been made to improve the indicators on all parameters. The Rurban Mission has also worked on the principle of coordinated development of all walks of life, whether livelihoods or infrastructure, whether social capital or economic activity, And in all such efforts, what we find, when the Gram Panchayat elected representatives and when the community organization of women self-help groups of the livelihood mission, wherever they choose to come together and work together arm in arm, hand in hand, we see the transformation. Wherever the 31 lakh elected panchayat leaders at various levels and over 6 crore women from the self-help group movement under the National Rural Livelihood Mission, wherever they come together, it creates a synergy of a different kind. A lot of what was thought to be impossible can be achieved when communities, frontline workers, and financial resources are all aligned to a whole village development approach. Friends, I am grateful to all the states and the chief secretaries of states. In fact, I have spoken to all of them. I have written to all of them. We have been talking on the phone almost every day. And it was a very pleasant experience to find that chief secretaries have convened the meetings of all the line departments to ensure two things: the participation of the frontline workers of the 29 sectors in the Gram Sabha meeting, and two, the disaggregation of the budget down to the Gram Panchayat level. Yesterday, the Telangana Chief Secretary called up. He was conducting his meeting. Other states also have been calling up from time to time to ensure that they are able to get the participation of frontline workers. Because as all our friends will realize, last year, while we achieved a lot through this process, it is also true that in some states, the participation of other frontline workers was not of the same scale or order. While rural development and Panchayati Raj functionaries attended the Gram Sabha, many of the other line departments, their active participation in some states was not of the order that we had wanted. And clearly this year, both to the line ministries in Government of India, the secretaries of 18 different departments, as also all the chief secretaries we have written to ensure that we are able to get the frontline workers who in the Gram Sabha share with the villagers what they have done in the last 2 years and what they will do in the next year. As many of you will realize, the more we disseminate information, the more we seek suggestions of the community, the more we connect with the community, the likelihood is that the same resource will be used for a far better activity. Many of you may have seen today's Indian Express, where they have carried a story about Shahid Chaudhary, who is currently the Deputy Commissioner of Srinagar, but who was earlier posted in Jammu region, how in Riyasi district where he was posted, the real challenge was that small little foot bridges were required on a large scale. Now there was no scheme for construction of foot bridges in rural areas. So what did Shahid do? He realized that he has NREGA resources. He told the community, if you come forward, if you put in your own resources, if you partner us, let us make use of MG and REGS to improve the connectivity in our district through pedestrian foot bridges. And friends, over a period of very few months, there were 148 such pedestrian bridges in that district using convergence with NREGA of other rural development funds. The moment we are able to disaggregate the budget, the moment we are able to communicate at the local level, it opens an opportunity for convergence. The Gram Panchayat is getting resources under the Finance Commission. It is getting untied resources from the state finance commissions. When you add up all these amounts, along with all the program funds, and if it is all known to a Gram Panchayat, then they can make far better objective use of it. Rahul Bhatnagar and the Panchayat team have done an excellent job in signing up an MOU with a common service center for co-location in the Panchayat building. Now imagine the power of every Gram Panchayat office having the common service center with computers and with a person who can improve the ease of living of villagers. I was traveling in Haryana recently. They took me to a village where it was a delight to find villagers applying for their passport online from the common service center in the village. Income certificate, caste certificate, all these details being made available in a matter of few hours to the beneficiaries who wanted it. Technology affords an opportunity, and this decision of the Panchayat Ministry to co-locate the common service centers with the Gram Panchayats will go a long way in improving the connect with communities, in better planning, in improved outcomes, and most importantly, in improving the ease of living of the poorest of the poor. Friends, we are all aware that many a time, with the best of our intentions, some very poor households are missed out simply because they do not know where to take their grievance. They do not know how to redress their grievance. They do not know how to use the app that we may have provided, the Gram Samvad or any other information at the Panchayat level. It is for this reason, and during the period of this campaign, in our letter to the states, and I would urge all the states who are represented here today, you are aware that we were trying to create, and thanks to the support of the Center for Social Audit of the NIRD, we have trained more than 1 lakh SHG women in about 14 states in social audit as village resource persons. Now these 6-day training programs we will try to further expand, and during these programs we are trying to cover a lot of the apps and other things that we use, data, permanent wait list, etc. What we want to do as part of the concurrent social audit, the village resource person will be notified as the grievance person in the village. 1 or 2 of them from that village who have undergone the training of village resource person. Any villager wants to know कि प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना में उसका टर्न कब आएगा, उसको घर कब मिलेगा. All they will have to do is to go to this lady who is the village resource person of social audit, who can then look at the data and tell her when it will come. I want to request all the states, if we develop this culture of grievance redressal at the local level by a local person through better information, I am sure we will be able to tackle it much better. And all these village resource persons of social audit who have done commendable work in social audit of NREGA, pension, and they are now working on housing. They will be doing social audit of finance commission grants. The benefit will be that we will be able to get a feedback on what is happening at the field level, and it will also help us to deepen the community connect. Friends, our efforts in the last 4.5 years has been to keep the community involved and informed about whatever is happening. Sabki Yojana Sabka Vikas is a concerted effort to reach out to each of them. The ranking of Gram Panchayats and the questionnaire which has been developed, the app about which Vishwajit and the team would be discussing with you, these are remarkable achievements. We are trying to learn from every year's exercise how we can make it better. This year, we have a larger number of questions only to get a sense of all the 29 sectors, how we are doing, what is the score of the panchayat, and how we can do it better. Friends, the effort that all of you from the states made last year, it gave us such useful data and information. It pointed out where we were doing poorly. It pointed out where the gaps were. It gave us an agenda for action. For example, in the data which came from the Gram Panchayats duly validated, it said that 91% households received more than 4 hours of electricity. Now, which were these 9% where electricity was not very regular, or whether the wire had been stolen or the transformer was not working? So a lot of those second order questions come. Since the data we uploaded was formally vetted by the Gram Sabha, the benefit was that in many matters, the reality as it obtains in the eyes of the community was also known to us. In one or two programs, it brought out facts which were contrary to what the claims of some of the ministries were. It gave them an agenda to fill up those gaps. The beauty of connecting the community is that truth prevails, because finally, when you are interacting with 100 persons, if a villager is not getting electricity, they will tell you कि हमको बिजली नहीं मिल रही. गैस के सेकंड सिलेंडर में कठिनाई है तो बताएंगे वो क्या कठिनाई है. Many of the changes, Prashant will bear me out, when we ran the Gram Swaraj Abhiyan, which was a similar effort to connect with the community, the frontline worker, and to ensure 7 benefits to all families. When they started implementing it, many very useful feedback came as to why the second cylinder was not being taken by households. What was the problem with regard to the caste certificate required for certain categories of beneficiaries for the Ujjwala program? How can we simplify the eKYC requirements of the Ujjwala program? Under the Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Yojana, the point came up on June was the time, 1st June was the time of renewing the premium for life insurance. We were carrying the campaign almost towards the end of that financial year. The villager said कि आपको अभी हम 365 रुपए दे देंगे, फिर हमको 1 महीने के बाद जमा करना पड़ेगा. Or things like, why can't we do it quarterly? 80 rupees a quarter or whatever. The point I'm trying to make, connecting with the community raised many issues and also helped us to arrive at solutions. The Financial Services Department modified that and said now the 1 year will start from the date on which the beneficiary enrolls, and they can pay the premium in quarters. Gas, somebody then did some search, why the second cylinder? So then a suggestion came, in fact, from Honorable late Minister Sushma Swaraj ji. Madam Sushma Swaraj ji, I remember in the Council of Ministers presentation, she said how in Madhya Pradesh, in her constituency, Vidisha, they found out that up to 5 gas cylinders can be stored without a license. At different points in the district, some 5-cylinder points were created for the convenience of the beneficiary to bring the empty cylinder there and take the filled cylinder from there. Now, many of these suggestions, when you go to the field, interact with the people, lot of issues get thrown up. I was looking at one of the assistant secretaries was making a presentation the other day from Panchayati Raj, and I was looking at some of the wish list or the demand of local communities. Very interestingly, Bala Prasad, you would be interested in knowing this, for the GPDP last year, when we did the full analysis, in the eyes of the community, maximum demand was for 3 things. They wanted clean drinking water for every household, they wanted quality education for their children, and they wanted improved health services. Baki cheezein bhi thi. But if you look at the aggregation of all, these were the 3 things which came out. Now, this is the beauty of an exercise like this. For policy planners, it helps to develop a framework which allows you to move forward. So friends, it is in this context that my suggestion to all the dear participants in this program, it is the best way to move forward on an evidence-based approach. Many a time what happens is that we come with a solution rather than trying to understand the problem. Now the problem in that approach is the problem remains a problem and our solutions also fail. Here is an approach, a planning exercise, a measurement exercise, a ranking exercise, which will tell us where we stand objectively at the ground level. What is it that we need to do? What is it that will make a difference to the lives of the poor households in that village? With the socio-economic census and the list of deprivation available with us, I am sure in the Gram Sabha itself, many states have started doing it, inquiring as to how are the deprived households in the village doing. अगर ग्राम सभा में इस पे चर्चा केवल हो जाए, ये 12 या 14 परिवार हैं जो कि सोशियो इकोनॉमिक सेंसस में डिप्राइव्ड थे, उनकी वस्तु स्थिति आज क्या है? क्या उनको घर मिला? क्या उनके लिए आजीविका मिशन से जुड़े हो? क्या नरेगा में उनको काम मिलता है? क्या उनको पेंशन मिल रहा है? अगर इस तरह के प्रश्न, इस तरह की बातों की चर्चा ग्राम सभा की बैठक में हो जाए तो आधा काम तो वहीं हो जाता है. एक सेंसिटाइजेशन हो जाता है बेस्ड ऑन ऑब्जेक्टिव क्राइटेरिया एंड डेटा कि कौन है हमारे गांव में जो कमजोर है, उनके लिए हम और क्या कर सकते हैं, उनको हमारे कार्यक्रमों का लाभ मिल रहा है नहीं मिल रहा है, उनके साथ हम और कौन से इंटरवेंशंस करें ताकि हमें और बेहतर रिजल्ट्स मिले. हो सकता है इस पूरी प्रक्रिया से कई ऐसे मांग दिए आए जिसके लिए हमें नई योजनाओं के बारे में सोचना पड़ेगा कि ये कभी हम एग्जिस्टिंग स्कीम से नहीं कर सकते, हम क्या करें इसके लिए. कई बातें आएंगी आवश्यकता अनुसार जिस पर हमें और गहराई से विचार करने की आवश्यकता होगी. वाटर कंजर्वेशन का मुद्दा है, सिंगल यूज प्लास्टिक का मुद्दा है कि गांव को हम स्वच्छ रखें और गांव को हम प्लास्टिक मुक्त कैसे करें. सड़कों के निर्माण में प्लास्टिक का उपयोग हम और कैसे बढ़ाएं. 14-15 राज्यों में वेस्ट प्लास्टिक से सड़कों का निर्माण हो रहा है. बिटुमेन की आवश्यकता भी कम होती है, कार्बन फुटप्रिंट घटता है और क्वालिटी ऑफ रोड भी बहुत बढ़िया होता है बिकॉज प्लास्टिक में वाटर प्रूफिंग की क्वालिटी है, जिससे क्या होता है कि जो मटेरियल हम डालते हैं रोड कंस्ट्रक्शन में वो वाटर प्रूफ हो जाने से रोड का लाइफ और सरफेस दोनों बेहतर होता है. तो निश्चित रूप से इस प्रकार के और भी कई संभावनाएं हैं. सेग्रीगेशन ऑफ वेस्ट जैसे गांव के स्तर पे गत 4-5 वर्षों में ऐसे कई राज्य हैं. मैं तेलंगाना के इब्राहिमपुर का उदाहरण बार बार देता हूं. इब्राहिमपुर में आप जाएं तो बजाते साथ सबसे पहले गांव वाले आपको बोलते हैं कि एक भी मच्छर गांव में दिखा दो तो 25,000 रुपए देंगे. Show us one mosquito in the village and we'll give you 25,000 rupees. That is the confidence of the village because they discovered that the best thing to tackle the menace of malaria and mosquito was to ensure that no wastewater collects anywhere. What has Ibrahimpur done? Something very simple and elementary. They have got a soak pit, which they call a magic soak pit, in front of every house. All the wastewater goes and collects there. Through layers of pebbles and stone and sand, it improves the recharge in the village and it ensures that no wastewater is just spread on the streets and in other places. And that takes care of their mosquito menace. So many of the interventions where communities have come forward to design the interventions, many of them may well be low cost. In many villages today, because what has happened over the last 5 years in particular, you will find electricity connection, gas connection, pakka houses, toilets in the house, membership of women's self-help group under livelihood mission, work under the NREGA, many interventions which have happened. We find many of the so-called deprived households, accident insurance, life insurance, immunization for children. On many parameters, we find that majority of the deprived households have been reached on many programs. How can we ensure that not one poor household is left poor? How can we ensure the quality of life improves considerably at the local level? Friends, this is an exercise which will set the tone for the community connect. We are all aware about the debate on agrarian distress, the rural distress, how wages are not rising as much as they ought to, etc. Friends, the answer lies in these efforts. If we are able to connect with the community, many innovative solutions come. One challenge for us, for example, is farm gate level processing of fruits and vegetables. As all of you know, for the first time, the country is facing a challenge not because of scarcity, but because of surplus production in agriculture, fruits and vegetables. पहली बार एग्रीकल्चर कमोडिटीज के कमी के कारण नहीं, बल्कि ज्यादा उपज के चलते किसान को कम पैसे मिल रहे। जो रास्ता आगे का लोग बताते हैं, उस रास्ते में कम्युनिटी कनेक्ट की भूमिका बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है फॉर अ डाइवर्सिफाइड लाइवलीहुड. हाउ डू वी एंश्योर दैट द सेम हाउसहोल्ड is dependent not only on one monocrop, but does some multi-tier cropping, does some social forestry, does some fishing in a farm pond, does some non-farm livelihood, poultry, goatry, farmman, non-farm livelihoods. If we diversify livelihoods, and this is what the effort is, even under the Rashtriya Gram Swaraj Abhiyan scheme of the Panchayati Raj Ministry, besides filling the gaps for better governance, for improvement of panchayat buildings, for e-panchayats, for capacity development of panchayat leaders and women SHGs, there are also components for the first time for economic activity. Can some local need-based economic activity generate as a consequence of these interventions? The regional workshops which Bala Prasad ji had organized last year for Himalayan states, Gangetic area, southern Indian states, northeastern states, many of those workshops which I also had an opportunity to attend, many of the institutions invited to those workshops and consultations came up with very good suggestions. I am sure some have been followed upon. So clearly, we need far greater cluster and farm gate level systems of value addition, systems of improvement in the incomes of households through better markets. When communities are able to connect effectively, many solutions also start coming. I keep giving the example of this little village near Alwar. Alwar area grows a lot of carrots, but there are these two villages which did an innovation at their village level. Instead of selling carrots with soil and other things on it, they set up a small little machine, like the sugarcane juice machine. Water is to pour from above, and they make all their carrots pass through it. What you get is washed carrots. The price of washed carrots is 35 to 40% more than the dirty carrots, which have got soil and other things on it. Just by washing carrots through local jugaad technology, those two villages are earning a lot of money and are not able to meet the demand for washed carrots in the area. So there could be many opportunities in different parts of the country. Fruits and vegetables, horticulture, a lot of new experiments have been done in many states. Jharkhand, for example, where Livelihood Mission and NREGA, all programs have come together at the cluster heart or village market level. In 8 different places in Jharkhand, they have set up a small little cold chamber, some kind of a portable large refrigerator. Whatever vegetables they are able to get a good market for, they sell there. Rest of it, they keep it in the cold storage. That little cold chamber costing about 10 to 12 lakhs. When prices go up, then they sell that. Not many possibilities are there. The efforts at change in regulation, APMC amendments, etc. free movement of grains, storage of grains, storage of fruits and vegetables. All these are being attempted by the system at the larger level. But what a movement like this does is to identify where the pain points are and what needs to remove the pain points. हमारा घर, प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना सब जगह जल्दी बनता है, यहाँ पीछे क्यों हो रहा है? क्या कारण है? ये कम्युनिटी कनेक्ट में वो बातें आती हैं. And it is for this reason that we want the frontline workers to be accountable to the communities that they serve. अगर फ्रंटलाइन वर्कर्स ज्यादा नंबर्स में इस बार हमारी बैठकों में आ जाएंगे, आई एम कॉन्फिडेंट दैट itself will take us forward much more meaningfully. Friends, I've taken a lot of your time, but I would still like to hear a few of the states, if there are any suggestions they have to offer, if there are any comments that they would like to make about the preparedness in their states and how they would like to take it forward. May I request any of the states who would like to say a few words?
Good morning, sir. I am Manohar Singh, Director SARD Tamil Nadu, sir. Last year we have conducted this same exercise successfully, sir. We conducted this Mission Antyodaya survey based on our aspirational district survey. And successfully we have conducted the entire survey for the whole state last year, sir. And that survey was very useful for us to prepare the village panchayat development plan. This year also we have started the preparatory activities. Our Additional Chief Secretary conducted a meeting for all the Principal Secretaries and associated department HODs. That meeting has now, all the departments have also now sent communications to the district level officers to nominate the frontline officers and provide all the data required by the facilitators. Immediately after this workshop, we will be proceeding with some training classes and capacity building for our facilitators. We have decided to go with our last year facilitators because last year also we used the facilitators from TNSRLM. They are basically all CRPs. So mostly we are using the same people. Wherever they have moved out of this village, we are going to replace. The replacement we anticipate is only hardly 2 to 3%. So we are going to once again train them with, once again we are going to planning to give a training on this app, mobile app. And this year we find that the department's participation will be far more better than what we had last year. So that's what the initial signals coming from other departments is their participation will be more this time. So we will be, like last year, this year also we will make a campaign very successful and we will do it as per the timeline given by the ministry, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Tamil Nadu. It's a pleasure to hear how systematically Tamil Nadu is rolling out the entire program. And rest assured, I'm sure in all the states, in all the departments, there is a realization that if they want better outcomes in their programs, this is the way to go. जब सब मिल करके एक साथ सभी frontline workers जुड़ के काम करेंगे, when all of them come together for obtaining the outcomes desired, I'm sure the results will come. Any other state would like to share?
Yes, so we had a very good impact of GPDP. Actually, in our state, Rural Development Department and Panchayati Raj works differently. I mean, we have different schemes and we work in our own small clusters. But the best impact of this GPDP planning was that now we work together. All the departments are together, and the best part is that Manrega, it does huge lot of work and it does it on own, and even we do it on our own. But now this, because of GPDP, we are working together, and this is curbing some mal operations also, like same work being done twice. So it is curbing some kind of wrong practices also, and plus it has brought us together. Like we are working more for the welfare of the public. Rather we were like earlier, same things were being done for the same community by two different departments. Now we are more efficient, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much and best wishes for you for this year.
नमस्ते सर, विकेश अग्रवाल छत्तीसगढ़ से बोल रहा हूँ सर। लास्ट ईयर जैसा हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने सर्वे किया था, इस साल भी हम लोग सर्वे कर रहे हैं। और यहाँ आने के पहले हम लोग पूरा एक ट्रेनिंग कैलेंडर हम लोग यहाँ डिसाइड कर चुके हैं। जैसे 9 तारीख को जैसे ही हम यहाँ से जाते हैं तो मंडे हम लोगों ने डिस्ट्रिक्ट रिसोर्स पर्सन की ट्रेनिंग हम लोगों ने ऑर्गेनाइज करी हुई है। इसके बाद 10 को चूँकि हॉलीडे है तो 11, 12, 13। उसके बाद जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट जो हमारी 27 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स हैं वहाँ पे वो लोग जाके ब्लॉक रिसोर्स पर्सन की ट्रेनिंग देंगे, और फिर जो ब्लॉक रिसोर्स पर्सन जो ट्रेन होंगे उसके बाद जो विलेज लेवल जिन जिन लोगों को सर्वे करना है उन सब लोगों की ट्रेनिंग देंगे। क्योंकि इस बार हम लोगों ने लास्ट ईयर हम लोगों ने एक ही दिन का ट्रेनिंग रखा था, इस बार फॉर्मेट थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा है तो समझाने में टाइम लगेगा, इसलिए हम लोगों ने 2 दिन का, और जिस तरीके से जरूरत पड़ेगी उस हिसाब से हम लोगों ने रखा है कि लोग जब ट्रेनिंग लेके आएँ तो कंप्लीट समझ के जाएं, ताकि फॉर्मेट भरने में जब फील्ड में जाएं तो कोई दिक्कत ना हो। फॉर्मेट को किस तरीके से भरना है, किन किन लोगों से बात करनी है, वो सारी चीज़ें हम लोग उनको समझाएंगे। नेटवर्क की जो प्रॉब्लम कहीं कहीं हमारे कुछ एरिया में है, जो हमारे खासकर जो साउथ हमारा छत्तीसगढ़ है वहाँ कुछ जगह नेटवर्क की प्रॉब्लम है, स्पेशली सुकमा, नारायणपुर, दंतेवाड़ा, बीजापुर वगैरह में, तो वहाँ थोड़ा सा दिक्कत जाएगी। लेकिन लास्ट ईयर जैसा हम लोगों का रहा है कि हमारी जितनी भी एक्चुअल पंचायत हैं उन सब में हमने 2 अक्टूबर के पहले 100% सर्वे कर लिया था, 2 से 5 अक्टूबर के बीच में। और उम्मीद है इस बार हमारी टीम से कि लास्ट ईयर में हमारी लगभग 300-400 पंचायत हमारी सर्वे में उसमें ऐप में ज़्यादा दिखा रही थी, इस बार जो एक्चुअल पंचायत है वो उसमें देखेगी तो हम 100% परफॉर्मेंस उम्मीद है कि 10 अक्टूबर तक हम कर लेंगे उसको। और जीपीडीपी भी सेम कि जो इसके बाद जो जीपीडीपी की प्रोसेस होनी है, स्टाफ तो कम है लेकिन फिर भी हमारी प्लानिंग इस तरीके से बनी हुई है। हम लोगों ने सभी डिस्ट्रिक्ट कलेक्टर्स और सीओ जिला पंचायत को इंस्ट्रक्शन और ये सारी चीज़ें प्रसारित करी हैं कि जो ग्राम सभा का जो कैलेंडर बनाए वो इस तरीके से बनाए कि लगभग हर ग्राम सभा में जो सभी लाइन डिपार्टमेंट्स के कोई ना कोई रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स वहाँ पे उपलब्ध रहें, और मिनिस्ट्री जिस तरीके से चाहती है उसके अकॉर्डिंग हमारे जीपीडीपी तैयार हैं।
सर, मैं छत्तीसगढ़ से डॉक्टर अशोक जायसवाल, सीनियर फैकल्टी पंचायती राज SIRD से। मेरे कलीग विकेश अग्रवाल ने अभी जो बताया सर उसी को मैं आगे बढ़ाना चाह रहा हूँ। हमारे एडिशनल चीफ सेक्रेटरी RP मंडल साहब ने इस वर्ष की GPDP तैयार करने के लिए सभी 29 डिपार्टमेंट्स के लिए जो है वो लेटर इशूज़ कर दिए हैं सर। और हम लोग 12 सितंबर से जो है हमारा जो है GPDP का जो लाइन डिपार्टमेंट्स के जो HODs हैं उनकी मीटिंग हम SIRDs में कर रहे हैं सर। और साथ में हमारा जो VC नेटवर्क सिस्टम है सर जो 146 ब्लॉक्स से कनेक्टेड है, इसमें हम जिला स्तरीय सारे अधिकारियों 29 डिपार्टमेंट्स के जिला स्तरीय अधिकारियों का 1 डे का ओरिएंटेशन करेंगे सर। और उसके बाद जो है ये हमारा कैंपेन प्रोग्राम पूरा शुरू हो जाएगा और हमारी कोशिश रहेगी कि सर ये 30 अक्टूबर तक हम इसको कंप्लीट कर लें, क्योंकि हमारा नेक्स्ट इलेक्शन है सर दिसंबर एंड जनवरी में, तो आचार संहिता लग जाएगी। आचार संहिता के पहले हम ये सारा प्रोसेस करके रख लेंगे, और जैसी आचार संहिता ख़त्म होगी सर हमारा जो है ये हमारा GPDP अनुमोदित हो जाएगा सर। और जिला पंचायत से अनुमोदन होने के पश्चात वापस, और जैसे ही हमारे नए PRIs मेंबर्स आएंगे तो वो 1 अप्रैल से इसको फॉलो अप करेंगे सर। तो हमारा ये प्लान है सर छत्तीसगढ़ का सर। और मैं आपको बताना चाहूँगा सर हमारा 100 डेज प्रोग्राम जो है भारत सरकार ने जो हमें टारगेट दिया था हम उसको 100% अचीव कर लिए हैं सर। हमारा जो सारा डेटा हमारा जो है MIS पे शो हो रहा है सर।
गुड मॉर्निंग सर। बहुत बढ़िया, छत्तीसगढ़ ने बहुत अच्छा काम किया था लास्ट ईयर।
Sir, good morning, sir. मैं जन्मेजय शुक्ला हूँ. I'm Janmejay Shukla, Deputy Commissioner, Rural Development from UP. Sir, we are a little larger contingent this time. We are 14 people from both the Panchayati Raj and Rural Development Department, 6 persons from Panchayati Raj Department and 8 people from RD Department. I am the nodal officer for Mission Survey in my state. Sir, we did last year also, and we have chalked out our plan. We are going to conduct a meeting of the Chief Secretary with all the line departments in the second week of this month, and we have chalked out our plan. We are going to hold a training of trainers on 14th and 15th in SIRD itself. Then we are going to go for training at the district level, and we are going to start the survey between 21st to 26th, and that from 27th to 2nd, before 2nd of October, we will be validating the whole data. The issue only is that in the last year, we found out the critical gaps, but we could not be able to include those critical gaps in the GPDP. So we would like to see if how many critical gaps were there in the GPDP accommodated in the present plan. The only thing is that there is no point of validation by the departments concerned. If this could be validated by the departments itself, the data could be more authentic. That is my point, sir. Otherwise, we are ready. We will be able to go for the survey before the GPDP process starts. That is before the 2nd October. Last year भी हमने कर लिया था. There were some issues of LGD codes related issues. We could be able to solve those issues. अभी भी कुछ ऐसे issues थे LGD related issues जो हम नहीं कर पाए थे. Otherwise, being the completely bigger state, हम लोग ने लास्ट ईयर सर इसको वेब बेस्ड सर्वे किया था. वी वुड रिक्वेस्ट यू टू अलाउ अस टू गो फॉर अ वेब बेस्ड सर्वे रादर देन द मोबाइल ऐप बेस्ड सर्वे. थैंक यू सर.
Good morning, sir. Myself, Piyali Roy from West Bengal, sir. So last year we have successfully completed and rolled out our Gram Panchayat development plan. And this year we have already started our state level workshop. We have already completed. We have generated our annual action plan also like that. We are going for the district level workshop already completed, and now the subdivisional, the block level workshop, the Gram Panchayat facilitating team, the capacity building, all are under rollout plan. And all the more than the 17,000 facilitator come charge officers, the frontline workers are tagged in this plan, and the Gram Sabha schedule is also in a planning stage. So our Para Baitak, the neighborhood level meetings, the mapping exercise, all the PLA tools that are in our planning stage. So hopefully we will also, like the last year, we will able to complete successfully our Gram Panchayat development plan. Thank you, sir.
This is Mallikarjun calling, representing from Government of Karnataka, SIRD&PR. Sir, as already my colleague friends already shared about their People's Plan campaign schedules. The same way the Karnataka is also scheduling for that, sir. But very importantly, I would like to mention about the previous, that means 2 months back, the state has taken a major step to provide a real devolution to the Gram Panchayat level. That is, in recent past, the state government has issued an order to conduct Karnataka development programs progress review till Gram Panchayat level. That means even before we issue that, we had an opportunity to conduct the development progress review till block level, but the state has taken a bold step to conduct the same level of review at the GP level. By doing this, we could able to get the line departments which we call in Karnataka. We will able to review their progress, whatever they are doing, and by that we may expect more support as well as collaboration in this year People's Plan campaign, sir. This is the major step which we have taken in Karnataka. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Karnataka. You have given us all the other states new ideas on how to go forward more systematically. Thank you very much.
Sir, from Rajasthan, CN Meena, Joint Secretary. Sir, requested CN Meena, Joint Secretary Rajasthan. सर, राजस्थान में हमारे 12 सितंबर को स्टेट लेवल कोऑर्डिनेशन कमेटी की मीटिंग हमारे एसीएस की अध्यक्षता में होगी, जिसमें 29 डिपार्टमेंट जो लाइन डिपार्टमेंट है उनको जो आपके लेटर्स हमें लगातार मिल रहे हैं, उन सब के रेफरेंस में हम हमारा पीपीटी तैयार करके और उस मीटिंग में सारे लाइन डिपार्टमेंट के नोडल ऑफिसर बनाएंगे. 13 स्टेट्स के सर 13 जो डिपार्टमेंट्स हैं उनके नोडल ऑफिसर हमने बना के दे दिए हैं सर. बाकी जो रिमेनिंग 5 डिपार्टमेंट हैं उनके भी नोडल ऑफिसर नियुक्त करेंगे. और सर हमने जो आपके इंस्ट्रक्शन हैं जो ये मिशन अंत्योदय के जो अभी रिसेंटली दिए हैं उनका हमने मैसेज सबको कर दिया है. तथापि जो मीटिंग सारे डिपार्टमेंट के सर साथ हम जो है 12 सितंबर को करेंगे. और पिछले साल सर आपकी अध्यक्षता में आपके निर्देशन में हमने स्टैंड किया है फर्स्ट राजस्थान में, ये आपको पता ही है सर.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद राजस्थान. पिछले साल भी आपने बहुत मेहनत से इस काम को किया था. मुझे यहाँ पे थोड़ा चूंकि अगली एक मीटिंग है, मैं आप सबों को, वरिंदर सेठ जी, प्रमोद जी, हमारी टीम के लोग हैं वहाँ पे सभी कोई, राधिका, फ्रैंकलिन, शशि भूषण, आप सबों को मैंने डॉक्टर रेड्डी, बाला प्रसाद जी, विश्वजीत, प्रशांत, आलोक, I want to congratulate you for well begun is half done. And listening to all the participants from the states, I am more than confident that we will do much better than what we were able to do last year. This is a useful exercise. The more we deepen our relationships and community connect, the better will be the outcomes of our programs. Thank you very much for your patient listening and best wishes to all the states for a wonderful Sabki Yojana Sabka Vikas, 2nd October to 31st December. Well done.